listen, I've got to give credit to Deontay Wilder because, you know, he fought Ortiz, he signed up to fight Tyson, took a massive risk. He signed up to fight Tyson again, taking a massive risk, and he's taken a risk before in boxing Ortiz. So I've got to give him credit where credit's due. I think that he would have learned a lot from the last fight with Ortiz. I think that it would be tough for Ortiz to have improved from the last fight physically. Just, you know, another hard fight, another hard training camp at his age. It's not exactly ideal, but Ortiz is a very good fighter as well. So be interesting to see. And that's what I'm saying. Listen, they've both, in principle, agreed to fight, but they've both got fights to get through first. So it's a long way off because, as I said before, Andy Ruiz going into the Anthony Joshua fight wasn't looked at. It was like, oh, he's boxing Andy Ruiz. A step-in. That's what he was. A step-in. I'm not saying that's what he is, but that's what he was. A step-in. He was looked at as a step-in anyway. And you know what happened, so don't overlook anything or anybody in the heavyweight division.
If they both do win their fights and they move forward with their rematch, how do you expect it to be different for Tyson? Maybe not easy is not the right word, but better for him being that he's been more active and he's had a lot more fights now going into the second fight than the first one.
Yeah, he's a lot more refreshed now, Tyson. You know, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, the weight loss took his toll, and you know, during the fight, I had that in my mind. I didn't know. I wanted rounds, when he boxed PNS, I wanted him to do the rounds so that I could see how he was going to do the rounds. Going into the Wilder fight, it was another step up, obviously, a massive step up. And I didn't know he was going to do the rounds at elite level at that moment in time. Mm-hmm. So I had to be very wary and very economical with a game plan for that fight. But I think that the rematch, God willing, both come through their next test. I think the rematch will be different, mainly due to Tyson's tank and freshness going into that fight.
And a lot of people seem to agree with you that your man can make better adjustments and be even better than the first fight. But do you think Deontay, you know, has good athletic ability? Do you see anything he can do better in the second fight?
Yeah, of course, there's things he can do better, and I'm sure that he'll be working on it. He's got a good team. You know, Jay Diaz, Mark Breland, and those. They're good coaches and a good team. They've done a fantastic job with Deontay Wilder, and I'm sure he's fully motivated to want to improve. I know in the back of his mind, naturally, he's going to have in the back of his mind, no matter what he says, in the back of his mind, he'll be thinking, there is potential for me to get made to look silly in this rematch. And he'll use that as fuel to make sure that he does look to improve and focus on where he can improve. So I know there'll be a better version of Deontay Wilder that was in the first fight, but I also know there'll be a better version of Tyson Fury as well.
Because it sounds like from what you were saying that you can let him really loose now.
The problem is with Deontay Wilder, you can't be reckless because he could knock this hotel down with the right shot. So you have to be smart, you have to be calculated, and of course it's always a big risk, but big risk, big reward.